Hello, Namaste, and welcome to my channel, The Healing Goddess. Today's reading is about how and where you will meet your soulmate. All you have to do is select one pile that attracts you the most, which you feel could be carrying your message. To select the pile, relax yourself, take a few deep breaths, and select the pile which appeals to you most. You can pause the video starting now. Hope you have selected your pile. The numbers did not appear earlier because people tend to select based on their favorite or lucky numbers, and for an unbiased selection, the numbers have appeared later on. The timestamps for each pile are given in the description box as well as the comment section below. You can click on those timestamps and get to your pile and reading directly. I also make videos in Hindi, and if you want to watch my Hindi videos, you can click on the link above. So without further ado, let's start. For those who chose pile 1, let's find out how and where will you meet your soulmate. So your first card is 7 Heavenly Virtues, and your second card is Patience. The funny thing here is that one of the 7 Heavenly Virtues is patience, and we've got a separate card on patience, so I think patience plays a very big role in your life when finding or looking for a soulmate, because right now you might be in a state where you are thinking that only one option is viable for you, or you are thinking that there is only one option out there for you, and if you don't find that person or maybe an ex, then your life is finished. But that's not true. Please give up this single-mindedness and also have faith that the universe has a lot of options out there for you. You might not even be aware of them yet, but you need to get over this urgency, because things will happen in their divine timing, as this angel is holding a beautiful clock in her hand, which says that everything is playing out in its divine timing, in its own timing, and no matter how much you try to control the situation, you will meet your partner when you are destined to. Talking about the 7 heavenly virtues, they are the keys to goodness. So this is represented by spiritual enlightenment and divine knowledge and wisdom. So you are already a very wise person, but you need to understand that when you feel spiritually awakened, that is when you will meet your person. You already have a strong intuition and a great connection with spirit and the universal energies, and you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust this path that you're following, because you are on the right path and everything is happening at its own timing. You are just being asked to use your knowledge to empower and teach others. So if you find someone who is also looking for their soulmate, or who's having certain issues in their life and they are becoming impatient, so you can use your experience and teach them patience. And talking about the 7 heavenly virtues, they are faith, that is, you have to believe and trust in the right things. You have to believe that yes, positive outcomes will follow in your life. Second one is hope. Hope and faith that yes, good things are happening and they will happen. You will be able to attract the good things in life. Charity, that means unlimited loving kindness towards others. If someone is asking for your help, help them without any second thought. When you try to inculcate these things in your life, when you try to change your perspective and follow the path to kindness and transform yourself, is when you will elevate your energies from a lower mindset to a higher mindset, higher frequency, and that is when you will attract auspicious opportunities, auspicious people in your life, and that is the exact time when you will meet your soulmate. The fourth of the 7 heavenly virtues is never giving up, that is fortitude. Fifth is justice, that is, you know that the universe will do justice to you. The partner who comes in your life will do full justice to your life and to your relationship. Patience, being the 6th heavenly virtue, talks about accepting the grace to forgive. So if some people did not treat you properly, if you had an ex who did not treat you properly or made you believe less in love, then you have to forgive that person, forgive that situation, and forgive yourself and move forward. And the last heavenly virtue is temperance, which is practicing self-control and moderation. So once you follow self-control and moderation in your life, when everything is balanced in your life, when you are able to have a balanced perspective and balanced emotions in your life, then you can manifest anything in your life. So I think these cards are telling you to first work on yourself. That is why this card of the seven heavenly virtues came in your reading, and I felt it was my absolute pleasure to explain every heavenly virtue in detail to you. So thank you for listening, and let's see what your next cards are. We have classes. So the literal meaning of this card is that you will meet your soulmate when you are taking a class, or also that when you are learning something in your life. So it could be life's lessons, which is patience. So when you are waiting patiently for that person, you could have been single for a very long time, or you could have lost hope that I don't know when I will meet my soulmate. So that is when, out of nowhere, serendipity, you will meet your soulmate. They will appear out of nowhere. You wouldn't have even imagined that the place you are going to, the classes you are attending, or the workshops, or the online virtual classes also which you are attending, you could meet someone over there. It says learning and teaching are part of your higher calling. So it could be that at some point of your time in your life, you could take up teaching, or if you're already a teacher, you could meet someone in your workplace. And it's funny because this seven heavenly virtues card also talks about teaching people. So I think teaching and classes play a very important role in your life. And classes could be a workshop, seminar, lecture, actual classes, virtual classes. Basically, a place where a gathering takes place and there is an exchange of knowledge. Give and take of knowledge is where you could meet your soulmate. The next card is Queen of Wands upright. So Queen of Wands card talks about travel. So you could meet your person while you are on a vacation, while you are traveling, or while you are traveling for attending those classes. It could be a place where you find emotional fulfillment. It's a very familiar place, it's a warm place which will boost your emotions. It could also be a place where you recharge yourself, like a spa or a yoga retreat, something where activities are planned for the whole day. It could be classes, it could be a yoga retreat, it could be a tour, it could be a vacation that you take with your friends and you have activities planned for the whole day, like all the places you will visit that day. For some reason, I'm getting theater as one of the options, and also it could be a party where some people gather. Your next card is King of Pentacles upright. So, King of Pentacles is a very luxurious card to get, and it could be related to business and work also. If you're traveling for business or for work, then you could meet that person while you're traveling there. It could also be that someone who is married can introduce you to your soulmate, and you will be meeting them in a very posh or luxurious place, a very neat and clean place. It could be a nice restaurant where there are a lot of people. It could be an official year end party, or it could be a seminar at a very nice hotel. Basically, somewhere outdoors in nature, or somewhere on the ground where you are probably standing. The next card is the Hermit reversed. This card indicates winter time, so you could meet them during winters, or if you're in a place where winters don't actually happen, then maybe the months which represent winter is when you could meet your soulmate. And this card talks about going within yourself, doing self introspection. So it could be that you would be so self absorbed at that time in your emotions. You could also have gone on a retreat. You could have shut yourself out of the world. You could have lost hope, or you could have been single from a very long time, and now you want to keep yourself very busy, you want to be alone, you would be having a little negative outlook on the world and also regarding love, is when you could out of nowhere meet your soulmate, and you would not even realize that it is your soulmate because there would be so many thoughts going on in your mind that you would not realize that you have actually met your soulmate. One reason could be that you are still waiting for an ex, and it could be that you are now trying to find some time for yourself and heal, is when you would be meeting them. So if you find yourself in a time where you are interested in tarot readings, you're watching motivational videos, you're trying to keep away from the outside world, you're trying to go out less, you're trying to read more books and develop your own self and trying to heal yourself, is when you know that you will meet your soulmate. The last card here is the Death reverse. It says that you would be undergoing a personal transformation, and I think this card also talked about personal transformation, and just like in this lonely place, this person who could be a mentor or a coach or a motivational speaker, this person has brought light into your life. Just like this light, your life will be transformed. It would be changed, it would be illuminated. The dark areas in your life, the blocks would be lifted, and you would be undergoing a personal transformation. You could probably be also interested in spirituality, or you could be undergoing a spiritual awakening as well. Basically, something in your life will end and another cycle will begin, is when you are likely to meet them. It could also be that you're on the verge of a meaningful change, but you could be resisting it a little bit, which will be causing the delays. And probably this is the reason why patience is required, because if one thing has to end and another thing has to begin, then it needs your permission, it needs your cooperation. And if you're trying to resist those changes and delays happen, then universe will take more time to align things for you so that you can meet your person at the perfect timing. So when you're still trying to change yourself from a negative mindset to a positive mindset, when you're making yourself a priority, when you're taking more time out for your own self development, is when you will meet your soulmate. So this is a beautiful reading because it's teaching you about patience and also about 7 heavenly virtues. So if you're interested more in finding out about what these 7 heavenly virtues are, you can go ahead and Google them. Maybe there's more to learn and you will get to learn in detail about these 7 heavenly virtues. That's it from my side. If you like this reading, please do hit the like button, comment what resonated, and also tell me which pile you chose. Consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the bell icon to get all the future updates about my videos, as there are really interesting videos coming up, so do not miss any update. Thank you so much once again. Stay blessed, take care of yourself. See you soon again, and bye bye. For those who chose pile 2, let's see how and where will you meet your soulmate. I'm really excited, so let's start. Your first card is knowledge. Okay, so it says that knowledge plays a very important role in your life for your union with your soulmate. Why? Because it will help you in bringing a change within yourself and also in your world around you. And since building knowledge is an ongoing process, the results will last you for a lifetime. And it is the same knowledge that will help in fulfillment of your wishes and dreams. And it will fill you with confidence, clarity, and also enthusiasm to focus upon your life. And as you can see, this girl has closed her eyes and probably dreaming about the different characters and the story and the plot that she has read in the book, and her mind feels enlightened. She has entered in their world. She can see different scenes. She can imagine herself. And on a deeper level, the knowledge card tells you to go within and connect with your intuition, and that is where the true knowledge lies. Ask yourself what it is exactly that you need in your life. What kind of person do you need in your life that will give you deep fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. And when you get the guidance steps, you can follow those. They will bring you true happiness. The next card is success. This card tells me that your relationship with your soulmate, with your long-term partner, will be very successful, very balanced, and also it will give you deep emotional fulfillment and fulfill all your desires. If you desire gifts and a particular treatment, then know that your soulmate will give you the same kind of treatment. What is it that you desire? Whatever it is that you desire, your soulmate will be exactly like that, and in fact, he will exceed your expectations. And your relationship will be so happy and so beautiful that it will exceed your expectations. You might have not even experienced anything like this before in your previous relationships. This person will be completely different and way beyond your expectations. You could be having a bucket list, or you could be having a checklist about the kind of person that you want in your life, but maybe there are certain aspects which you haven't thought about which will bring you emotional fulfillment, which will make you happy emotionally. And this person will be very much in touch with their feminine side. They will be full of compassion, love, and care. That there will not be even 1 second in your life where you will feel lonely or sad or upset. They will never make you feel out of place. They will do everything for your happiness and it will be a major success. That's a really nice card. Let's see what your next card is. It says 7th Chakra, Archangel Uriel. So this card relates to the crown chakra. As you can see, this beautiful angel is wearing a brilliantly beautiful crystal crown, and a beautiful light is spinning in her crown chakra, which means that she is blessing you with greater mental clarity, with all the knowledge that will help you in your course to meeting that person. Archangel Uriel is also called the fire of God, and she brings great power to your seventh energy center, which is your crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head. And this will indicate a time where there is an open and free flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. So you could experience a time of heightened intuition, and there will be a lot of spiritual guidance and information that will be getting downloaded in your mind, and you could even be overwhelmed with so much information that you could be feeling, where can I record this, where can I write this down, and what should I do with all this information. So this card also encourages you to record all the messages and guidance that you're getting. They could be in bits and pieces. Maybe you won't get the whole picture right now, but over time, and maybe at a particular point in time, you will realize the bigger picture, and you will realize that these messages and guidance actually connected with one another. And that is when you will be able to realize the messages that were being given to you. So they could be even in your sleep, or whenever you sit quietly, you could be getting a lot of guidance. Even during casual daydreaming, you could be getting some visions and ideas that you could use to develop yourself, to transform yourself, and the changes you can bring in your life for making space for that person to enter. And at this time, you will experience a great connection with the spirit, and your connection with the spirit will become stronger. This card tells you that you are never alone. You are being constantly guided and blessed by the angels, and you will find that whatever answers you need will be provided to you. The blessings that you seek and deserve will also be given to you. And overall, from these three cards, I feel that this is a very spiritual connection. You could have been related to each other from the past life as well. I see a very strong, divinely guided and spiritual connection between you two. You could have already met in your dreams. You could have seen a particular person, a particular shadow, or some voice, or simply a feeling that is very familiar to you. You could have definitely met this person in your dreams, and you might not be connected in the physical realm yet, but you could be definitely connected in the fifth dimension with each other. Let's see your next card. Okay, so this is Five of Wands upright. So this tells me that when you physically and finally meet that person, you will meet them when you attend a competition or a game or a place where there is a physical activity going on. It could be a sports event or a marathon or something where there is a large group of people and they are competing against each other. It could be for a title, for a cause, anything. And people from different backgrounds and cultures could be present. And your soulmate could also be from a different culture or from a different tradition. They could be following a different culture, they could be from a different country or different place. Basically, their lifestyle would be very different from yours, and initially you could have some struggle accepting their way of living, but eventually you will begin to like their lifestyle. And this place where you meet them could be where there are a lot of options to choose from, and there are a lot of choices in the offering. And also it could be that a play is going on or some acting or theater. It could even be a picnic spot or a dance competition is the place. Let's see what your next card is. The High Priestess. So the High Priestess card amazingly is connected with knowledge and also with the seventh chakra. You know, she also wears a crown as this archangel, and she holds a book just like this person, and she is full of knowledge. It could also mean that you could meet them in a place where there is a competitive exam going on or a quiz competition is going on. Usually I am seeing a night time when you people will meet, and the guidance this card brings is that you should always use your intuition, and you should trust your intuition. Whatever decisions you have to make or whatever decisions you take in the future, always feel those decisions and then go forward with the feelings and guidance that you get rather than using your logic. Of course, you have to use your logic as well, but the main solution here is to think intuitively. It can also mean that you could meet them in your dreams, as the High Priestess is related to the occult and the hidden. And talking of the hidden, your person could be interested in the occult sciences, they could be interested in tarot, they could have psychic abilities, and also you could meet them somewhere or some place which is hidden, like a subway, a cellar, or somewhere underground, maybe a restaurant underground, maybe a place where some sports activity goes on underground. Or if you've joined a spiritual community, you can even meet them there. This card says that when you finally embrace your divine feminine, your connection to your intuition and compassion will be very strong, and also you will be full of compassion, empathy, and inner wisdom is when you are likely to meet this person. You will definitely get the vibe from that person, and you will simply know that yes, this is the person for me, because you have to trust your intuition. And once you make your intuition even stronger, which this archangel is already blessing you with, your strong intuition will tell you that yes, this is the person. You don't even have to talk, you don't have to make any second guesses, you will just know. So this is beautiful. This is a very spiritual connection that you will know each other's thoughts. You don't even have to communicate. You will know what your person is thinking and what they desire at that moment, and you can do that to make them happy. And even they will do that to make you happy. Let's see your last card. This is Two of Swords reverse. So Two of Swords reverse says that you will be in a state of confusion, as there will be a lot of options to choose from, some decision to make. And this says that you could be at crossroads. And I feel that when you people meet, there will not be much of communication that will take place because you are guarded. You are guarding your heart. And also you have a blindfold on your eyes, which says that you are concentrating on yourself, and you are not one of those who will make decisions quickly, especially when it comes to love. So you want to take your time, you are guarding yourself, and maybe you are yourself delaying that decision, or you could be having half information. It can also mean that you are undergoing a spiritual transformation, which is a very personal journey and development which you don't want to share with others. Maybe that is the reason you are taking things slowly and you want to trust your intuition. So during this state of confusion, you are very likely to meet this person. When you are learning to use your intuition is when you will meet this person. And also there is a moon here and a moon there. In both these cards there is a moon which urges you to use your intuition, and it's a funny coincidence that today is full moon as well, lunar eclipse. I am amazed by the coincidences in this pile, which could mean that this is also spiritually guided, divinely guided. I somehow felt like making this video today, which means I also got this idea from the divine. And sometimes I'm amazed by the beauty the divine holds. We are all God's children, so it's beautiful. And that's it from my side. I hope you know when you meet your person that yes, this is your person, and you really recognize them by using your intuition, because all the knowledge that you seek is within. You are the High Priestess after all. I'm very happy to pass this message on to you, and stay safe, stay blessed. If you like this reading, please do hit the like button. Comment what resonated. Consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the bell icon to get all the future updates about my videos, as amazing videos are on their way. If you have any suggestions, do let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see, and I'll be very happy to make videos on that topic. See you soon. Thank you once again. Stay blessed and bye-bye. For those who chose pile 3, let's see how and where will you meet your soulmate. We have Potential, Upright, Vision Board Upright, and Magician and the Mirror Upright. So these 3 cards talk about manifestation, because Vision Board talks about visualizing and actually bringing all those attributes and physical traits that you require or imagine in a future partner. So it says create a board with images and words that inspire you. So you can either create a collage and get it printed, or you can actually cut out pieces from magazines, from newspapers, or you could even paint the images which appeal to you. Maybe you like the idea of having a soulmate, but you've not exactly imagined how you want your soulmate to be. So this reading tells me that universe is giving you a very brilliant opportunity to actually Make a note of all those characteristics. Make a list of all those characteristics that you desire in a partner. Your partner will come into your life, but as they say, there can be many soulmates in a lifetime, and you're not meant to meet every one of them. So it's up to you what kind of soulmate you desire and what you want to attract. So today, try to manifest and try to take the first steps towards manifestation. And this can be both physical and emotional also. So you can see what kind of emotional needs you would want your soulmate to fulfill, and you can make a note of that. You can use words like hope, faith, love. You can draw hearts. You can keep them at a place where you visit every day or where you sit every day, or you could even make it a personal vision board where you can hang this in your almirah or someplace private. So take it as a divine assignment, and it is an opportunity for you to visualize God's plan for you. So if you tell the universe that yes, I want someone who's very good looking but very down to earth, so write that down. And if you want someone average looking but very supportive, or you could have a mixture of everything, like they say, best of both the worlds. So a vision board can take many forms, but classically it consists of a poster size form, white background on which you glue positive words and inspiring pictures. So you can find the vision board ingredients via internet. You can Google the images. You can find them in magazines, newspapers. You can cut out all those images which you like. You can even paste photos of actors that you like. Try to make it a little more private and real, which you connect with. Anything that helps inspire you is a wonderful addition to your vision board. You might be knowing that it's a tradition to make a vision board in honor of significant events in your life like birthdays, anniversaries, New Year, etc. So, anytime you create a vision board is a perfect time. And you never know. As you continue to add images to your vision board, you might get new ideas and new avenues of inspiration. The Magician and the Mirror card also talks about manifestation, like I said, but here this card encourages you to balance your feminine and masculine side. So this card says that you could be very emotionally motivated or you could be action oriented person in your life, but this time you have to balance both the attributes, and this person has a 8 symbol or an infinity symbol over his head, which means that you are very smart and you are very talented. You are very wise. You know how to make decisions in life and you make correct decisions in life. And this card also says that you are a master manifester. So whatever you manifest happens in your life very quickly. So now is the time to get a clear idea of what exactly it is that you want to manifest. It should not be that there are a few ideas in your mind which are like average ideas, which are not the best fit for you, and you end up manifesting those ideas. So you have to see what best suits you and go forward for that. So take it up as a fun exercise, because not every time you get a chance. Sometimes it's all by chance that it happens and you meet someone and you end up liking them, but this is your chance to categorize and to know, think logically as to what it is that you desire. This exercise will also help you in eliminating the people that do not fit your list. The mirror here is the reflection of the world around you. So this says that if you think that everyone is against you or people are there to get you or certain things don't happen according to you, so your subconscious mind will reflect those thoughts in your life and they will manifest. So whatever you see around yourself is what you have manifested till now. If you've got great friends, you've manifested them. If you've got friends who tend to backstab, then maybe you've manifested them. So this is the time to take charge of your life, be the director of your own life, and make things happen according to your wish. So this is a beautiful indication from the universe. The potential card here also talks about thinking big for the future. This says think big for your future. Just like this little child is looking at a crystal ball and she can see an angel who's giving her a pigeon, white pigeon, which represents peace, serenity, freedom. And there is a stark similarity between the crystal and the mirror because they both reflect. And this means that your creative and mental powers carry great potential. Just like I said, you're a great manifester. Whatever you think quickly happens. So you are very well in touch with your emotions and with your intuition. Whenever you are in doubt, pay close attention to your intuition because it is there where you will get all the guidance and next steps from. Your plans to expand your horizons are underway and everything is progressing steadily. Think and plan outside your limitations and remain open minded. as there are more possibilities and opportunities than you can see at this point of time. So we as humans have a limited vision and we don't tend to look at the bigger picture every time. So at this point of time, you might not be realizing the vast potential you have and also the variety of different options that are available to you right now. That is why the universe is urging you to choose from them, and that will be possible when you get your ideas into physical reality in the form of vision board. So vision board is an amazing technique to manifest whatever you want, because this way you will see, you will feel, and also you will read those things. So this card also says that you could meet them while you are on a study or a business venture, or basically when you are traveling. You could meet your soulmate when you are traveling, and this card urges you to be ready to take on challenges with think big attitude and empower yourself with more development and self exploration. This will give you an amazing opportunity to self explore as well, to self introspect. And your mantra should be, my visions and goals take me beyond my current limitations. So maybe you are limiting your thoughts, or maybe you've never thought about what kind of partner you want, or maybe you don't have a clear idea right now as to what kind of partner will suit you. You just want a partner, or maybe you have a slight idea. So use this opportunity. Now let's see what your tarot cards say. Your tarot cards are Two of Pentacles upright, Knight of Wands upright, and the Hierophant upright. Okay. So these three cards talk about travel as well. Let's start with the Two of Pentacles upright. This says that you could be juggling priorities and responsibilities, and you could be very busy in your life and not really looking for love. But we might not be looking for love, but we still have an idea that yeah, we want love and we want a partner by this age or by this time in our life. But this card also says that once you find that person, you will balance your work and your love life perfectly, and also that this person will bring balance into your life. You could literally meet them at a magic show, at a bar, or at a circus, near a water body, or on a cruise ship. Like we have a water body here, we have ships here. So you could meet them outdoors, near a water body. And the Hierophant upright card says that you could meet them at a spiritual institution or a religious place, in an educational institution, library. They could be your teacher, mentor, coach, and they will nurture your spiritual awareness and help you access the divine by understanding the traditions. Because this is a very traditional card. Doesn't mean that the person is not modern, but maybe they follow traditional paths. Maybe they are hardworking rather than working smart, they work hard. They could be old school when it comes to romance, or that they could have mastered a particular field of study and they could be your student as well. So it's not that they could be the guru, even you could be the guru. You could be the mentor and they could be your junior. And you are likely to meet them through a family member or in a traditional manner. You could even have a traditional marriage with them. The Knight of Wands upright card says that you could meet them when you feel passionate and enthusiastic about your life. Maybe you found your passion, you want to go ahead with it, you are pursuing a hobby, you're earning well, you're juggling priorities. So that is when you're likely to meet them, and also when you are following your passion in life, like I said. You could meet them even on an adventure or a training camp, basically something involving movement and action and physical activity. Or just that when you feel motivated in life and channel that energy through your inspired action, and you have a clear vision about what you want to create and are fueled by your passion. So what I'm getting right now is that you have a very clear idea about what you want to do and pursue in the future in the form of career, but maybe you've not paid that much attention in detail to your love life. So that's why I'm getting so many manifestation cards for you. You could initiate the conversation between you two and probably move very quickly to next levels with them, which means you won't take much time to propose to them and marry them. And even if they tend to propose, you will accept and things will begin to move forward very quickly for the both of you. So if you meet them, you will recognize them and there will be an instant connection, because they will be your ultimate desire, because you will ultimately manifest them. They will be everything you ever wanted in a partner. And this connection will be a very long term, fulfilling connection. They will fulfill all your emotional desires and you will be very happy with them. Also, this connection will be a very well balanced connection, where you both feel empowered equally and there will be a lot of passion. So I'm getting so many indications and different feelings from this file, and the universe wanted me to explain these things to you so that it triggers some emotions and ideas in your mind so that it helps you in manifesting. That's why these cards came. So if this appeals to you, you can add on more to your vision board and your manifestation. And if this doesn't appeal to you, then you always have the option of changing these things. If you don't want a traditional marriage or a arranged marriage, you can go for a love marriage. You can manifest that. So at this point of time, the ball is in your court and you have all the resources and access to your future. So go ahead, plan for it, manifest it, and enjoy your life. That is it from my side. Hope you liked my reading, and if you did like my reading, please do hit the like button. Comment what resonated and which pile you chose, let me know that. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please do let me know that as well. I'm already planning for very exciting videos in the future, so stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell icon to view all the future updates about my videos. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. See you soon again, and bye bye. For those who chose pile 4, let's see how and where you will meet your soulmate. Your first card is Unicorn. Beautiful. So Unicorn talks about serendipity. So you might meet them by chance when you least expect it, and this will be a very beneficial meeting. This will make you really happy. This also tells me that they will be fiercely protective towards you and they will admire you. The unicorn is a symbol of serendipity, that is, the occurrence of events by chance. So this is a clear indication that you will meet them by chance, and expect magic to happen in your life, and always remember that luck is on your side. All you have to do is accept and be ready to receive this person in your life. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. So they might look at you as a mysterious person, or you might think they are mysterious. And I don't know if you can see this Virgo and Taurus symbol over here. So it could mean that they could be Taurus or Virgo. So your next card is Anxiety in Reverse. Okay. So anxiety reverse is a very good omen because you could be very anxious about your love life, and when you will find your partner, maybe for a long time you felt hopeless about that person. But do not fear, because anxiety is on its way out, and whenever you will meet this person, you will feel very relaxed and you will feel relief when you meet this person. Because this person will be so good that he or she will take away all your worries. Just like the unicorn. They will be beyond your expectation. Whatever you have thought of till now, that yes, my person should be like this or should not be like this, they will exceed your expectation. They will be so good. They will bring magic into your life. They will transform your life magically. And as you can see, there's a lot of red color, so your love life will be full of passion. You both will be very passionate towards each other. You will try to make each other very happy and try new things like gifts and new techniques to make each other very happy. You will take care of each other very well. Very caring connection is what I'm seeing. And the next card is Editor. So it could be that you are into editing, or you are writing something and you wish to reach out to an editor. So if this is the case, then the universe will help you reach the right editor for you, and they could be your soulmate. Or if you're into editing, then you could find them by chance in your workplace as well. Or simply that any creative project that you take will benefit you. If you're into movie making, acting, singing, so you will meet them when you pursue your hobbies, when you are free from anxiety, and when you are concentrating on the things that you like, that you love doing. Or maybe you could find them during creative classes, just like this person is helping this person in writing. They could be your dance teacher, they could be your coach, they could be someone who helps you. And on a broader sense, this card also says that you can be the editor of your own life. So just surrender to the divine and do not worry at all. This person will fall into your lap. This opportunity will fall into your lap, and you just have to keep an eye on it. Just keep an open eye. Just have faith. And the universe is definitely conspiring to bring you two together. And you will meet them very soon. Let's see what your next card is. Knight of Cups Reverse. So this is a beautiful card because it's the classic romantic card of the deck. And it says that your soulmate is going to be a young and charming romantic person. and this person will fill your cup. He or she believes in humanitarianism and loves to help people, loves to advise people, loves to care for people. They can be great hosts when you host a party, and they will fulfill all your emotional desires. I also feel that since the cup card indicates your emotions, I feel you could have daydreamed about this person, or you could have visualized about this person sometime in your life, or seen glimpses or images of them in your dreams. But you don't really know them, but still they feel familiar to you, is indicative of this connection. You can even meet them while traveling, like this person is traveling on a horse. So you could meet them while traveling or near a water body, like there's water here, or on a trip which you take for emotional fulfillment or experience. So maybe you've become very anxious, or maybe you've stressed out so much in the past, and this has drained your energy, and now you feel that you should go on a retreat, or you should go on a vacation, or maybe a solo trip to regain that energy, to connect with nature. And that is when you find this person by chance. You would want to recover from your past hurts, and that is when you will likely to encounter this person. They will probably approach you and propose to you. So they will not take much time to propose to you. They will like you instantly. Maybe it would be love at first sight for them, and they would want to woo you through fancy dinners, gifts, and they will even write poems for you, because this person is very romantic and they like to write poems and little text messages to the person that they like. The next card here is Six of Swords upright. So this card also talks about traveling, a travel to forget past hurts. Like this person, she has a veil on her head. This person is looking down, even this person is looking down. So at this time, you will feel like you want to move ahead in life, but you're still carrying some thoughts. Like these swords represent your thoughts, but you know that there is some bright opportunity, some positivity in the future. You don't exactly know what it is, you don't have a clear plan, but you want to move ahead. You've had enough and you want to move ahead. So you could be on a personal recovery journey and you are ready to transition anyway. We can see a water body here as well, which confirms the guidance of previous cards. So you can meet them while boating or on a cruise ship, on an adventure involving water. The water here can also represent your tears that you've lost, which have helped you in healing and transitioning from one phase of life to another. So the message from the universe is all is well, do not worry. Your last card here is Four of Cups upright. So this card also says that you will meet them when you least expect it. When you aren't looking to find them, you are concentrating on your own self. You could be making yourself a priority, or maybe when you are bored or disappointed or dissatisfied with life is when they will appear by chance and fill your empty cup, and they will give you the emotional fulfillment that you need and that you have been looking for or missing in your life. So I'm getting these beautiful cards for you, and the universe wants to communicate this message to you through me, that do not worry, you will meet this person, but don't keep looking for them. You are already on your personal journey and you have to continue on that journey. And when you least expect it, when you're not even looking for love, is when you will find love. So that's it from my side. If you like this reading, please do hit the like button, consider subscribing to my channel, also comment what resonated with you and which pile you chose. If you have any suggestions for any future videos, please do let me know that as well. I'm already working on many exciting videos for you guys. Also, do not forget to hit the bell icon to view all my future updates and videos. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. See you soon again. Do not worry, and bye bye.